Hi, Zizaran here with another video, and we now have all the Ascendancies, and I figured I would make a tier list. Not necessarily of how good they are. I don't know what kind of tier list I'm making. I guess my own excitement for them, and probably with a more focus on League Start, but I'll talk a little bit about the Ascendancies as we're going through them. I guess it's just my excitement for the Ascendancies, I guess, is what the tier list is going to be. My personal excitement for the Ascendancies. There's some that are very exciting to me and some that aren't. We'll start with the Gambler. F. I think it's the most boring Ascendancy. There's just nothing really exciting about it. It just doesn't really have anything fun. All of these three are completely useless. This is less damage because crit chance is so easy to cap anyway. These, I hate these. I like Overly Confident. I'm not a huge fan of either of these. I do like Risk Aversion, and this is just more damage. But it's like, it's not special enough that I would want my Ascendancy to be that. So I didn't like it. Paladin, it does have the Flask effect stuff, but it's such a big focus on link skills. It does have like the taunt, similar to the champion stuff, like Warcry's Infinite Fire and the taunt stuff, and the Ellie damage. But I'm not super excited for it, to be honest. Aristocrat, that's like the stat stackery thing. It has the 30% in strength or dex. It's a kind of like Gemling Legionnaire in PoE 2. Also one I'm not that excited for. I do think it can be good though. Actually, I mean, probably most of them can be good. And especially a lot of them are better late game rather than early game. But yeah, not super excited for that one either. What was Antiquarian again? All I wrote for that was nah. Oh, right. That's the Lion Eye one with like Far Shot, Ward. Your hits can't be evaded. It's also not as unexcited as Gambler, but I don't know. Ward is very whatever. Behemoth, this is one of the coolest. No, I'm just kidding. Very clear F tier. And there's actually only one reason for it being F tier. You are forced to have your spells are disabled. And not everybody is fully aware of just how bad that is. That means that you cannot use War Banners, you cannot use any Aura, you cannot use Flame Dash, you cannot use Blood Rage, you cannot use Berserk. The fact that you can't use Berserk alone is a deal breaker. You cannot auto-exert. You can't use curses. There are so many downsides. In my opinion, what they should do for Behemoth is remove the your spells are disabled line and just have spell skills deal no damage, and then it's S tier. It really is that simple. The fact that Berserk is disabled makes it so bad. So I'm very unexcited about that for that reason. Ancestral Commander, it looks pretty cool. It's very tanky. I don't so much like the spirits parts. It just looks like a pretty solid, very tanky explosive arrow class. You do get basically, if you were Defiance of Destiny and this, you have full OP old school Defiance of Destiny. So you're kind of immortal or very tanky. Like, things need to hit for a lot to be able to one-shot you. Very good for Bone Shatter and Explosive Arrow. So very, very cool Ascendancy. Daughter of Oshabi, probably the one I'm the most excited for and I'm thinking about league starting. I haven't actually been theory crafting the actual POBs yet. When I was talking about the first idea that popped into my head, somebody said this is already on Reddit. Somebody made a paint for it and oh my god, it's amazing. Now, I'm not going to do the shrine stuff, I think, unless you get shit tons of shrines from the idols, which you might. But this pretty much sums up the idea, to be honest. This is fucking hilarious. But yeah, Obliteration, Bladefall, Blade Blast. Either way, this is the one I'm looking at the most. I'm so excited for it. I love the paint build highlights. They're so cool. I'm not 100% sure I'll go. I do have to solve defense. I have to solve mana. I think mana is solved by mana on hit from Kinetic Blast. But it's the fact that like skills supported by Spellslinger have 50% reduced mana restoration, and then you have restoration efficiency on top of that. So it's so strong. Very, very strong. Whisper. The Whisper. I think Whisper is really cool. I don't think I want to league start it. This is Aristorat. Scribe made this. I'll throw him under the bus. Aristorat. That's funny. Whisperer does look really fucking cool, but it looks to me as something that you don't want to league start. It looks a little bit like a little bit more of an investment thing. Wildspeaker, which I wrote down as Wildspeaker. I missed the D. Wildspeaker also not that excited for, but I do see it being pretty useful for a lot of things. It is kind of cool. There's no build that really popped out to me, I guess. It's the Flicker Ascendancy. Okay, got downgraded to C. It has uses. It has uses. Scavenger. That's the Scion one, right? S tier. Absolutely amazing. If I'm not going Daughter of Oshabi, I'm probably going Scavenger. And I would do Cloak of Flame, Fury Valve, Void Battery, and do like Power Siphon mines. That's not that fun though. That's more of a backup option because it's strong. It's not necessarily a fun build to play. It's fun to be strong. So it depends what you want to enjoy. Surfcaster. I think it goes to S tier because of the self-chill. I really like it a lot. I think it's super fun. I don't think I'm convinced by the fishing rod memes. I feel like, especially on softcore, the fishing rod stuff would be really good day 1 to 3. But the problem is you're not really gonna get a fishing rod day 1 to 3. It's more like, it's quite rare to get. I think farming fishing rods and selling it to people that will use them will be good. But either just Stormy Seas, Close to the Deep, and then Glacial Wave and Changing Season, like those are really nice. You can also have some potential within the Tempest there and Impulsa. So there are really cool things here without using a fishing rod. So I really like it. I like it a lot. And for late game, Sea Legs is really strong. So very cool Ascendancy. Gotta say I like it a lot. Yeah, I think it's S tier. Servant of Arakaali, I think is a skip for me as a league starter. Fuck, it is so good as a league starter though. Once you get Broodguard, it's just gonna murder hobo everything. I think it's a really strong Ascendancy. I think it looks really fun. I'm just not 100% sure how or what I would play with it. Maybe Herald of Agony. It's a lot of good things on it. I do like it. I just don't know if I want to play it, but I'm excited to see people cook with that. Blind Prophet. Honestly, even though I'm a hardcore player, I kind of want to put it in S tier. It looks so exciting. There's so many cool things with it. It's such a cool starter. I think we'll see a lot of Blind Prophet on softcore, like Lightning Arrow and stuff like that. Incredibly cool starter. I think if you go Blind Prophet, you're gonna have fun. You're just gonna have fun. You're just gonna have a good time, I think. Honestly, I think it can be a first build for some things too. I just need to think about it more. I saw that Dan had been looking at Val Cold Snap. Although his build does look like it's like 6,000 divines. I mean, I think it's a clear S tier. I think it's gonna be one of the best Ascendancies. Again, also, this isn't really like power, and I think we're gonna throughout the event see a lot of cool builds that we've not thought of. It's just my general excitement for them, I guess, like which ones I'm the most hyped for. I think that's the best type of tier list to make, like a very opinion-based one. Trying to make a factual one is kind of dumb. Polytheist was kind of fun. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like Tai or Havoc play this just for the Aberrat's Fury. Take that and just walk all the way to the end game. Because the level 20 Aberrat's Hooves can probably get you to yellow maps at least without doing anything. I also do feel like it suffers a little bit from like, it doesn't very clearly have 4 cool Ascendancies that I want to take. I would take like Devote of Lunaris, Devote of Relikish, and Aberrath, and then Devout of Yugal is really nice for me. I'm into Reflect. But whether you do projectiles or totems, you could also do like Ice Nova Frostball kind of thing. That's kind of pointless actually. But yeah, Polytheist has uses, I guess. Puppeteer, which one was this? I saw like a crazy combo with Rotting Might and a lootable corpse from Ritual, where it's like 20% damage per 10 strength. I think that would be probably the suicide totems of this league, like the exploded totems of this league. I think that's going to be completely fucking broken. I think it'll one-shot everything. I don't know. I do like the marionettes a lot. So I would probably be curious to look at an Animate Weapon build, but Animate Weapon is very exciting. It's just pain to play, but it's fun. It's pretty cool though, as far as a minion summoner goes. Harbinger, Nothing about this Ascendancy excites me. Unless I'm misremembering, the cooldown of this skill does not start until it's done. So even with the less cooldown and stuff like that, if I remember correctly, you cannot permanently maintain it anyway, because the cooldown doesn't start while it's in effect, right? So if something lasts for 9 seconds and has a 3-second cooldown, then you have an uptime for 9 seconds, and then you have a 3-second cooldown anyway. And go cast for channeling Hexbus very nicely, but otherwise it belongs in F. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. There's just nothing I really wanted to play with that. Herald, I'm pretty excited for if I can figure out a way to do Herald of Agony and Herald of Purity at the same time and have poison on both. I don't know if I would play anything else on hardcore with it though. Like losing our auras on hardcore is quite a big deal. Bog Shaman, I'm very excited about that one too. A or S? I really like it. I think it looks super fun. There's so many different things you can do with it. ED Contagion definitely stands out, but the problem, like, I think Fizz skills will be better because Chaos skills, like, they're not in a good spot is a big issue with that. I wish, like, Chaos skills were balanced a little better. Yeah, this is just what I'm the most excited for. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty fair. So, like, these are things I'm considering for starters the most. I'll definitely be making some sort of Spellslinger build just because I don't know if I can do tier 16s and 17s on hardcore initially on my first character. Hopefully can do one tier 17, so it will be kind of similar to Spectral Shield Throw. I just don't think it gets tanky enough. I'm worried about the tank. Ancestral Commander, Explosive Arrow, that would be a very good safe pick, like your Borderline Immortal. But yeah, that's like sort of what I'm thinking. Anyway, I mean, it's just a fun tier list of my vibe check, I guess. Honestly, it's very likely that I'm either Daughter of Oshabi or Scavenger. But yeah, either way, that's what I'm looking towards right now. We'll be theory crafting for the next 6 days. And yeah, I haven't 100% sure decided what I'm going. I was going to go Hardcore Souls Alpha, and I was pretty convinced. But the Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh Jewels, the way they work is they give the original PoE1 Ascendancy, and that sounds so fucking cool. And they are unavailable in SSF. They don't exist, especially in a 1-month event. 20 to 30% chance I go Trade League. We'll see what other streamers are going to. Obviously, the more streamers are playing Hardcore Trade, the more fun it is, because then there's actually people to trade with. There might be dozens of us, so we'll see. I'm not 100% settled. I am kind of leaning towards SSF still. Ben is going trade. Yeah, we'll see what I do. But either way, thanks for watching. Sub if you liked the video. More importantly, try to die less than I do.